Thank you very much, and good morning, Commissioner. It's always good to see you. Appreciate the work that you and your staff continues to do. You know, it's funny, there's really not many times that Republicans and Democrats here in Albany come together and use a unified voice on something, but I'm hearing it in the Hudson Valley because we all know, whether you're Republican or Democrat, that our communities are suffering right now. And they're suffering because of the conditions of the roads that we continue to see, and we hear that from our constituents. So I'm curious if you can tell me what the current paving schedule is for the Hudson Valley compared to the rest of the state. Is it on par with the rest of the state? Is it below? Is it going to take us longer to pave the roads in the Hudson Valley at the current investment rate that we're going at?
Well, let's start from the premise that has been stated, which is that in the Hudson Valley, there are more roadways. It's a denser population. There are a higher number of cars that are actually utilizing the roads. That said, what we also do is, as I mentioned before, we have an asset management strategy that we undertake to make sure that we're addressing the most critical roadways as part of identifying exactly what needs to go into our capital plan. And
I understand that, but we're being asked to approve an $800 million allocation, which I think we all support, but how do we know for sure that the Hudson Valley, our constituents, are going to benefit from that $800 million investment? Because it's a great headline, but when it comes to actually seeing the results in our communities, we just haven't seen that in a meaningful way yet. And so I'm wondering, how can you assure us that the Hudson Valley will actually benefit?
Because it's going to be maintained along the historical allocations that have existed for purposes of the MOU and how those splits are made statewide.
And are you going to be willing to share with us the different allocations of dollars by region by region?
Those are an agreement between, we're doing it along the same lines that the executive and the legislature have historically made. We don't control that.
So it sounds like, though, what you're saying is the allocation formula is really not changing, meaning you can't tell us that we're going to actually see a meaningful difference in the Hudson Valley with a significant increase of $800 million.
We are going to be executing those projects that need to be executed along the lines of our asset management system.
I appreciate it. And in my remaining time, I do want to just bring up something that Senator, I think it was Senator Comey had talked about, which was RAP. When do you expect the pilot project to be completed on recycled use of pavement?
When do we think that
You said that you were talking about a pilot project that you're engaged in right now for DOT?
Yes, we have projects that we're executing to look at low carbon and recycling.
When do you expect it to be completed?
I don't know, but I'll be happy to get back to you. I don't know what the timeline is.
Understood. And then if I could, chips. Our local highway departments need them desperately, and I agree with what was said before.
Thank you,
we're not seeing
Assemblywoman Simon.
necessary investment there either.